Okay, I'm going to do King Lear. Best King Lear, the 2008 one, directed by Trevor Nunn, starring Ian McKellen. Worst is the Peter Brook one from 1971. If you want to know why I hate it, the whole movie is on YouTube. Click on it and just watch the first 5 minutes. It will become obvious quickly. The whole thing is like that. It's a hate crime. Imogen and the Headless Body of Cloten. Look! It's a little man jumping on a trampoline. Yes, yes, Coriolanus. Weakest male character, second soldier in Coriolanus. Lady Macbeth. Aaron! Dude, he turns to the nurse that just delivered his child and says, "Go to the Empress. Tell her this I said." And he kills her, and oh, he's the best. Oh, stop. I am obsessed with Jane Eyre, to the point where I've written my own 140,000 word novel based on it. So Sharky was my Facebook friend, and one day he said, "Oh man, so many Jane Eyres to review." And I was like, "Oh my god, if you need help, let me know, because I can help, I have opinions." And he let me do a whole review. And that was how I got started. Who am I? Who am I? Howard Stark? Tony Stark? Captain America! Okay, I already said my very favorite in my Titus review, but one that I just really like right now, since we all just got done watching Hollow Crown, is Falstaff being a 12-year-old girl and saying, "Do thou amend thy face, and I'll amend my life!" Henry V. And not because of Tom Hiddleston, it's because I'm into superheroes. And Henry V is, I think, the closest Shakespeare ever got to writing a superhero. The last Shakespeare role I played was John of Gaunt, who has one of the longest sentences in theater history. Therefore, I am going to complain about Shakespeare's long sentences. Here's Romeo, one sentence. "O speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pace in clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air." Okay, this is my Shakespearean pickup stanza. "How now? Though yet acquaintance be but new, and madness lacking method, I confess, here writ find numerals precious, all mine own. Good night, sweet prince, and call me maybe, yes?" You know what? Tragedy, even though I was a theater major and have been on stage pretty constantly since I was 8 and have loved Shakespeare since I was 11, I've done hardly any Shakespeare. Just minor roles and short scenes. The biggest Shakespeare involvement I had was my senior year of high school, directing and producing Romeo and Juliet. That's the program of it framed back there. And it was wonderful. Edgar in Lear, with Chris Hemsworth as Edmund and Anthony Hopkins as Gloucester. Because then it would be Thor, but Tom Hiddleston would win. The last 5 books I read were Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, Villette by Charlotte Bronte, and the 50 Shades trilogy by E.L. James, which was disappointing because I totally read 50 Shades for the hamster quote that was going around the internet, and it turned out to be fake. Okay, and right now I'm reading Thief of Time by Terry Pratchett and Monster High by Lisa Harrington. And that, I think, is a very fair sample of the way I always read. Oh my god, Timon of Athens. It's the story of Puff the Magic Dragon, except instead of Puff, it's Timon, and instead of Little Jackie Paper, it's all Timon's friends. He literally dies of sorrow alone in a cave. Lady Macbeth in an 8th grade hand puppet show. As you'll know if you watch my reviews, I like musicals more than straight plays, so my recommendation right now is Book of Mormon on Broadway. And also, not just as a theater thing, but as a life experience, I think everyone should see the Lion King stage show before they die. Thank you for your questions.